So, how you guys doing? I hope y'all doing all right. So the new news that's coming out is the former 5 Memphis officer, they have all decided that they were not guilty of second-degree murder. So they're coming out letting you guys know they're pleading not guilty. Now, why do I hear a repeat? Hold on. Please like this video. We are begging for likes. So here you go. I want to play some of the news clips that you guys need to know what's going on. Check this out.
Today, the 5 fired Memphis police officers charged in the death of Tyre Nichols will be in court for the first time this morning. Right now, they're each facing several charges, including second-degree murder. Lakita is live outside the courthouse this morning with more on what we can expect. Good morning, Lakita.
Yeah, Aaron, those 5 officers will have a bond hearing in just a few hours here where they will either plead guilty or not guilty. They'll also hear about their charges. Now, so far, what we know is that Memphis police filed a full disciplinary report in the 3rd. All of them have been officers for 5 years or less, and that report says they violated many MPD policies, including failing to record everything on their body camera and not telling Nichols why he was being stopped. Along with second-degree murder, they're being charged with aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, and 2 counts of official misconduct. Now, the video released at the end of last month showed the 5 officers yelling at Nichols, pepper spraying him and kicking and punching and beating him, and then not helping him after the fact. MPD also has requested to decertify them in the state of Tennessee, meaning they can't get a job as an officer here. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk to a concerned resident who gives us his perspective on the process so far. For now in Memphis, I'm Lakita Johnson. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Lakita. Well, again, that court hearing is at 9 this morning. We will be inside of the courtroom and bringing you the very latest. Well, now that the Shelby County DA's office is reviewing past cases involving MPD's controversial Scorpion unit, lawyers are also hearing from potential clients from past cases with the unit. Spence Partners law firm currently represents one man, Montarius Harris, who says he was beaten by the same 5 officers charged with Nichols' death. He's not alone. In fact, the law firm says it is getting up to 5 phone calls a day from people claiming they too were treated badly by the Scorpion unit. If the claims prove to be true, their cases could be dismissed, and it could mean
So it look like they snitching now? So now the niggas can snitch. Why they don't have this same energy when they beat your ass in the hood? Why don't none of y'all come forward then? You know? It's the picking and choosing for me. But they're saying that now all these niggas is coming forward. The police beat my ass. Y'all steady beating each other ass in the hood. Y'all steady beating black women asses in the hood. Can you come forward and telling us the back bitches you fucking up in the hood, nigga? No, they cannot. Man, please. They just want that money. These niggas coming out the woodwork trying to get that damn money. But let's go.
Lawsuits for the city.
To be honest, I never have seen anything like this before, where one unit of the MPD just violated the civil rights of only young black men with impunity. I never have seen that before.
Spence says his client's encounter with the Scorpion unit happened in Hickory Hill, the same neighborhood where Tyre Nichols was beaten. But his firm is also hearing from potential clients in Orange Mound and Whitehaven. We do have new information this morning. Shelby County Sheriff Floyd Bonner is making his first public comments since the announcement of 2 of his deputies being off the job for a week without pay because of the Tyre Nichols investigation. Deputies Jeremy Watkins and John Tavius Bowers are suspended and accused of violating department rules at the scene where Nichols was beaten, including hiding that they were even there. Although the deputies have been on administrative leave with pay since the video was released 3 weeks ago, their unpaid suspension didn't start until Wednesday. Sheriff Bonner says he didn't watch the Tyre Nichols video before it was made public, but if he knew his deputies were on the scene of a horrific beating the night it happened, he says he would have had supervisors attempt to watch their body cam video earlier.
How often are body cam video reviewed by a supervisor here?
They should be reviewed every day. I mean, what we go by is what the officer shows on his log, incidents.
The sheriff's office investigation did show neither deputy turned on their body cameras. Bonner says his office will take a look at their policies to see what they can do better and differently.
All right, sooner or later, they're going to get all these niggas off the force and just place it with white men. Get the white daddies involved and let these niggas go. Let these niggas go. Man, they are a menace to society with the uniform and outside the uniform. It doesn't matter. You put a uniform on these niggas, their mind is corrupt. They already they gonna fuck up. They the same nigga just with a damn uniform. They don't follow laws. Their mindset is to be lawless. To live in a society with no rules where they can just do as they please. Fuck up who they please. Hey, Tiger Eye, what's going on? Hey, Miss Asha, how y'all doing? Yeah, let me know y'all up in here so I won't think I'm up here by my damn self. Okay? So the mom, she is speaking out. Check this out.
Thank you for being here. As my husband stated, this is the beginning of the process. We're going to be here at every court date so that they can know that we're here. They need to, I don't know, I feel, it's funny because I feel very numb right now. I feel very numb, and I'm waiting for this nightmare, basically, that I'm going through right now. I'm waiting for somebody to wake me up, right? I'm really waiting for somebody to wake me up. But I also know that's not going to happen, okay? I know my son is gone. I know I'll never see him again. But we have to start this process of justice right now. And I want each and every one of those police officers to be able to look me in the face. They haven't done that yet. They couldn't even do that today. They didn't even have the courage to look at me in my face after what they did to my son. So they're gonna see me at every court date, everyone.
Exactly.
And until we get justice for my son.
Amen. Hold on.
And so, yes.
And if, note the choice of words that Rovon used. As she told Judge Dorsey and us, they didn't have the courage to look me in my face. Not dignity to look me in my face, because when you look at the video, there was no dignity there. But they didn't even have the courage to look at her in her face, and that's what she came to the courtroom to see today. Them look her in her face, eye to eye. How could you do this to my son?
And they didn't.
Okay.
What did you
No. Wait. Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll take a few questions.
What did you think when you heard the words, not guilty?
Well, sir, they're going to say that. You know, that's a procedure that everyone's going to say and do. I'm going to leave it up to the district attorney's office and to get them prosecuted and everything, and then they'll find them not guilty. They'll find them guilty, I should say. So them saying they're not guilty, that's a preliminary thing. Everybody's going to say that. And I was expecting it, so it wasn't nothing new.
Did y'all hear that? She said she was expecting it. I thought we lived in a Christian nation. Well, y'all just supposed to be honest. Come on. I guess in a court of law, they all lie. And they use the Bible to lie. Ain't that a hoop? I tell you, it's somehow this world is set up. I thought they would be honest. No, that's not the real world. Nope. What else we got here?
To Tyre Nichols' death. Right now, 2 Shelby County Sheriff's deputies are serving a 5-day suspension.
They have been identified.
5-day suspension. Okay, what are y'all saying in comment? Y'all can talk to me. I wonder what she feels about her not liking a black woman. You know she don't give a damn about. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you brought that shit up. Let's rush that shit back one more time. You know, I don't know what she thinks about it. What do you think she thinks about it? Do you think she even cares? Do you think she already knew? Well, you know how most people are in certain black girls. Well, that's his preference. I don't want to, I don't want to get into that. That's just, he didn't know no better. That's his preference. Bullshit. They definitely made sure they had a black woman in front, you know, in front of everything. I was wondering where the daddy at. Why didn't they have the daddy up there? I don't know why. I think when they have black women up there, it sends a message. And I think that people know that black women are the ones that's actually going to make the noise. So I think it resonates with other black women and say, hey, I'm a black woman, I'm a mother, I'm in pain. This could be your son too. Help me out. Because black niggas and black fathers, they ain't gonna help your ass out. You know, if you have a black father up there, they gonna look at that other black father and say, nigga, figure it out your damn self. You know, ain't my problem. Because that's how a lot of black niggas think. Ain't my problem. But black women, they more so, they see her and they see themselves in her. And they want to, you know, put up a fight and actually do something. That's what I be thinking they're using her. I could be wrong. Comment, let us know what you think. Now in this video, she said she wanted the 5 to look at her in her eyes. She said y'all didn't have courage. Did you let them know? Did you let their ass know? You know, and then if you did let them know, why would they want to just do it on the basis of satisfying you? You know, they didn't like your son, so I'm sure they don't like your ass either. You know, go hand in hand. But another thing is, where is his baby mama? Where that baby mama at? Huh? Where are them white people at? Huh? All them people he took pictures of, where they at? Why we don't see them screaming on the rooftop? Huh? I don't know. All right, so let's go here, see what else got going on.
Your attorneys are going to be receiving the discovery. Depending on how voluminous the discovery is, it may take some time for the state to collect it all, to turn it over to your attorneys. For your attorneys to review that discovery, to prepare their motions and prepare their case. So be patient. Work with your attorneys, cooperate with them, meet with them, go over the discovery. Make sure that if there are any delays,
they all wearing a damn mask. Oh God! You know these niggas don't wear no damn mask. You know they don't give a fuck about no damn mask. Child, they wearing that fucking mask now. I guess the mask come in some handy. They said, let me hide my motherfucking identity. Shit, I'm surprised they ain't put a wig on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know they don't wear no goddamn mask. All of them wearing a mask all of a sudden. These are ruthless niggas, lawless niggas. They ain't wearing no damn mask. They ain't wearing no mask when they stop his ass. All of a sudden they want to wear a mask. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Got the nerve. If he could, he'll wear some shades and a wig on with a bang. I promise you. I promise you. Let's go.
Your actions. To those also in attendance, as I've explained to the defendants, this case can take some time. So we do ask for your patience, your continued patience, your continued civility in this case. We understand that there may be some...
I know they regret this shit. Do y'all think they regret it? I think they regret it. I think they sorry, y'all. Comment, let me know. Press 1 if you think they regret it. Press 2 if you think they're not regretful. They happy they did it. I think they regretful.
High emotions in this case, but we ask that you continue to be patient with us. Everyone involved wants this case to be concluded as quickly as possible, but it's important for you all to understand that the state of Tennessee, as well as each one of these defendants, have an absolute right to a fair trial, and I will not allow any behavior that could jeopardize that right. So with that being said, we thank you all for being present.
They got them. He chewing gum. You see him smacking that damn gum under his mask? I see that chewing, nigga. Look, all of them wearing masks, y'all. All of them wearing masks. Other niggas ain't wearing masks. They are trying to hide their identity by wearing that damn mask. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Looking like some damn ninjas.
Any behavior that could jeopardize that right.
Look at him. Look, I told you he's smacking.
Thank you all for being
present. He chewing
present.
some shit. He got a big ass forehead, don't he? That forehead tall.
Stay.
And I know somebody lining him up. That line look clean. Somebody, he got a good barber. I know he been in the barber shop.
Understanding that there may be some discovery that needs to be collected. We are going to continue this case out a little bit further to make sure that discovery is concluded. We're going to reset this matter until May 1st.
May 1st. So they get to just chill at home and watch TV and fuck all night and all day. Is that what it is? Okay. If you damn right, so you know you got to go back to court to May. So are they in jail or are they out of jail? Comment, let me know. After they get finished with this suit, are they going home or are they going to jail, y'all? Let me know. I don't know. But I imagine they're going to go back home because who come from the jail with a damn suit on? I don't know nothing about all this shit, you know. That's not my lifestyle. But if they going to go home, I know they fucking every night. They about to put some babies in somebody here, okay? Shit. They eating good, watching everything they want to do. Shit. Hell yeah. They know them days is limited. The days are short. Ooh. What would y'all do if you know you about to go to jail for a long, long time? What would y'all do in them couple of months? Shit, I have family night every night. We all going... That was probably the best moments his family ever had with him. Because I'm sure he's going to spend a lot of time with that family.
State, is there anything else?
Your Honor, the only other thing on behalf of the state is I have a protective order as to each of the defendants to allow certain digital discovery video evidence to be provided.
Any objection by any of the counsel?
No objection, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Massey, is there anything else on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor. We just filed our motion for discovery this morning.
All right. Mr. Bowen, anything on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Perry?
No, Your Honor, but we did file a motion for bill particulars pursuant to Rule 7C, Tennessee Rules of Criminal Procedure.
Oh, everybody got their own lawyer? Oh, shit. Everybody got their own motherfucker lawyer? Goddamn, y'all niggas did it now. 5 niggas. How y'all feeling, niggas? 5 cop niggas. Y'all on national news, nigga. Y'all did that shit, nigga. Y'all on national news worldwide for killing your very own. Well, these niggas letting y'all know who the fuck they are. They're very destructive. If they don't mind killing out their own and stumbling out their own, what makes you think they're going to give a fuck about you or anybody else? You know? Can y'all imagine that? On a neck? Did you ever think? I bet the ancestors are rolling in their damn grave. You know, just to think back in the day how police were always fucking up black people. And it was majority white people that were police officers. And now, Well, they said in the 80s and the 90s, you know, black cops was always fucking up black motherfuckers. So maybe it ain't no different. Maybe it's just big now because of social media, you know? Back in them days, they didn't have social media, you know, but now everybody just seeing it. But I still think a lot of black blog sites are numb to it. They really don't give a fuck. They not calling this out as evil or satanic. Did y'all notice that? Why didn't they call this out as evil or satanic? Let's go.
Nothing further this morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Mr. Summers? Nothing further than that, Mr. Smith.
All right, gentlemen, we'll see you back here May 1st on that date. And we will now excuse the defendants and their defense counsel. We're asking everyone else in the courtroom to remain in the courtroom, remain seated until you're excused.
And with regard to everybody else, I would let the court know that the family is here.
Yes, thank you. You all are excused. Thank you.
Uh-oh, the family coming through. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh, girl, they said the mama's coming through. So Tyre family coming through? Oh, shit. But it looked like all them black men, the 5 officers, it looked like they're looking her way. Because she said that they wouldn't even look in her face, and that she wanted them to look in her face. I don't know what for. Oh, they leaving. They leaving. What's going on?
Thank you, John.
Plead not guilty. We're expecting the family of Tyre Nichols to come out of the courtroom at some stage. We'll see if, in fact, here they come.
Uh-oh, here they come.
Very difficult for the...
There needed to be a statement made, and people needed to step up and do the right thing sooner rather than later. We felt that need, and that's what we did.
And it's important to have questions answered.
Yeah, Memphis and the whole world needs to see that what's right is done in this case, and it needs to happen sooner rather than later.
How's having the 5 officers all involved going to play a role in this?
5 defendants always presents a challenge in terms of logistics and everything. I think y'all saw that in there today. It was a cramped courtroom and all that. We believe it's important that everybody who took part in this criminality, everybody who did something criminal is brought to justice in this case. So just part of the fight.
Sorry, that could possibly come out. I know that Attorney Massey put in a motion to preserve a lot of video from SkyCop cameras, many of which we haven't even seen yet.
So it was a city that, I guess, released the videos to the media and to everybody. It's our obligation to make sure all that video is preserved. Any video having anything to do with this case is preserved and given to defense counsel. We can't release it to the media and stuff like that. So I know that there's been a lot of video that's been found in the case and taken in the case, and we'll preserve it all, and it's all been reviewed, and it'll be given to defense counsel.
Is it a single frame of video? Is it a single frame of video?
Video from the scene in particular that may or may not have been shared. How unusual is it to have that in this type of case? And can you talk about that video at all?
You're talking about the video released to the media from the Castlegate camera?
No, actually, shot by a police officer at the scene.
Oh, okay. I can't comment on facts of the case that may come up, during the litigation.
With the city releasing the video prior to this, does that hinder your case at all?
No, it didn't. It didn't hinder our case. But our job remains the same. These 5 defendants are all entitled to fair trials, and that's what we're gonna give them.
Is it a single?
Fast forward this shit.
Much has been said about the ways that the system has failed Mr. Nichols. I will work tirelessly to make sure that the system does not fail Mr. Mills and that a fair outcome is achieved. I want to remind everyone that the resolution of this indictment, to which Mr. Mills has pled not guilty, must be carried out without sympathy or prejudice. that it must be based on the facts and the law and not the raw emotions that our country is currently experiencing. Justice for Mr. Nichols will not be achieved at the expense of justice for Mr. Mills. We have a very long road of investigation and litigation ahead of us. Again, I implore the public to be patient, to be cautious in judging Mr. Mills.
Damn close. He worked for FedEx, used to go home to his mum's for dinner. Indeed, they reckon that might have been where he was headed on the night that he was stopped and ultimately beaten to his death by these police officers. And, you know, we have learned about the life of Tyre Nichols. What we haven't learned, of course, are the reasons behind him being stopped in the first place. The police officers initially said it was reckless driving. That's why he was pulled over. The police chief has said there is no evidence to back that up, no evidence of reckless driving. And indeed, one of the officers, a sixth officer, Preston Hempel, in his subsequent statement said that he didn't see any reckless driving. You might have heard a question about cop cams, helicopter cams, and other footage that may be available. The individual from the attorney's office, he didn't commit on that one, but it may be that there is other footage from other sources that will shed more light on the death and the events leading up to the death of Tyre Nichols. We've seen an hour's worth of footage, but that starts at the moment when the police are on scene. He's being pulled out of his vehicle. The key question is what happened before that? And that will shed light on this Scorpion unit, this specialized unit in Memphis that was created to tackle incidences of violent crime. It will shed light on their MO, you know, how they operated, generally perhaps, but certainly specific to Tyre Nichols, because what we see in the video we've all seen is instant escalation. Why did that happen? Did Tyre trigger that in some way? Was there some excuse, some reason why there was instant escalation, instant violence on the part of these officers? That, at this stage, remains a mystery, as so many other aspects of this story do, actually. Investigations continue. We've seen 5 individuals charged here. We may yet see charges against further individuals in due course. We're being summoned over here for somebody else appears to be speaking.
Well, did y'all hear that? So they're saying that they believe it's more footage that has not been shown before they stopped Tyre. They believe that Tyre was coming from his job from FedEx going to his mom's house. They also believe that it has to be a reason, which is no reason. They said it was speeding, but I guess people don't believe he was speeding. So let's see what else he got to say. Can y'all please like this video? Y'all know I need my likes. We got 12 people up in here. Whoop, whoop. Come on, 12. Like this video. Don't let me start yelling now.
Let's have a listen then.
There's been a lot of statements about Mr. Bean in the press over the last, month, and a lot of those statements are misleading about the person that he is. Mr. Bean has been nothing but a respectful, a good young man throughout his life. And on that particular night, you look at an isolated incident and try to measure the person. And so there are a lot of statements about him as a person that are just flat out untrue. And you look at the level of involvement of each individual defendant. And in that particular case, he was doing his job, no more, no less. He never struck anybody. He never did anything other than his job. Right now, we're in a posture that I've never seen a person charged before anybody knows the cause of death. There's no definitive information regarding cause of death at all. And so we got 5 individuals charged with murder. I represent 1. And it's an honor because at this point in time, I've never seen people jump to conclusions about an isolated part of a 2-minute excerpt about what was supposed to have happened on a particular night. And I stand by the notion that right now, due process in this matter has not taken place properly. There should be justice for Tyre Nichols, absolutely. But I also stand by the fact that I am going to demand justice for Tadarrius Bean.
Has Mr. Bean made any statement to you, written any statement? We heard from Mr.
Is Mr. Bean?
From Mr. Ballin.
I'm sorry.
His client wrote a statement. Has your client wrote a statement?
We've gone through a lot of information. There was a lot of information given on the front end during the time that when he was an active police officer and they were doing their inquiries at that time. There were certain information that was gleaned, from my understanding, administratively. But there's been no follow-up statements as of right now.
Sir, what in that video tells us that your client, Tadarrius Bean, is innocent?
Tadarrius Bean, according to the video, was seen apprehending a person after.
Every last one of them beating their mind, bro. That's murder.
Carry on, sir.
See, like we said, you saw the same.
What in that video tells us that your client, Tadarrius Bean, is innocent?
Say that once again.
What?
I can't hear it.
Yeah, we've all seen.
Y'all hear the niggas in the back? You know you can't have niggas nowhere. They're hyper emotional. Niggas is you hear the nigga in the back? He can't even do the damn interview. The nigga in the back wanna be heard, man. It's always the niggas. Let's go.
We've all seen the video. What in that video tells us that your client, Tadarrius Bean, is innocent?
Tadarrius Bean never touched him in any way, striking him, period. Tadarrius Bean has the ability, as a law enforcement officer, to make a lawful arrest based off of a call coming in. And so at this time, that's where we're standing right now. That Tadarrius Bean was doing his job at that time, and he never struck him. And there has been no information that we have seen as of right now that indicates that there's any sort of information that we can rely on to say that it's murder.
Why didn't he intervene? Why didn't he?
Look, this the nigga. They got him all on video. Why can't niggas act right, y'all? Huh? Why can't niggas be civil? Why can't niggas be calm? The man is doing an interview. He is that dude's lawyer. He's doing his job. Want to be so disruptive all the damn time.
And stop his colleagues beating a man to death.
I think you hear his voice consistently saying, "Sit up, man, so you can get air," etc., and things like that. I think you hear him consistently saying that. And Tadarrius Bean at no point in time did anything that would be different from a person who's doing his job.
He didn't stop his colleagues killing a man, though.
I'm sorry.
He didn't stop his colleagues killing a man. Why didn't he intervene and say, "Enough, stop"?
I want to hear you answer that one.
I want to hear.
That's his duty as a police officer.
I'm gonna do something rare. Have you ever made an arrest?
No.
Have you ever jumped out of a car trying to apprehend somebody who you think might have committed a carjacking, a robbery, a rape, a kidnapping? Have you ever done that?
I've never stood by and let 4 of my colleagues kill a man.
And if a person gets called on a scene, you have a duty as a police officer to respond. If you're not on that,
he had a duty to stop a man being killed. Surely,
to be absolutely clear, Mr. Bean was not. Mr. Bean was not on the first scene, so he don't know what.
The second scene is where Tyre Nichols was beaten.
I'm sorry.
Does he regret any of his actions that night?
I think at this point he probably regrets being a Memphis police officer on that night, because had he not been, he wouldn't have been called to do his job.
Is there anything he'd like to say to the family of Tyre Nichols today?
I won't say what Mr. Bean says regarding the family. I will say that from my heart regarding the family, anytime you have a young man that dies, it's sad, and it's a horrible thing, and we don't want that to happen. So, but as far as where we are as of right now, we're trying to see whether or not a person can get justice the way that anybody else can, and that's my job.
To get up for air, the same as rendering aid?
I think at the time, that at the conclusion of making the arrest, from my understanding, there were people that were on the scene that are professional health renderers, from my understanding. So to say that, yes, ma'am, I watched the video. All right, go ahead.
Have you seen all of the video at this point, or what
I've seen. I have.
Okay, so how many hours is it? I mean, have they turned everything over?
I'm sorry, ma'am, I couldn't.
DA Mulroy says that there's 20 hours, essentially, of video. Have you seen all of that?
No, nobody's seen it. We'll see it at the same time when they release it.
A motion to preserve all of the video from the route
Right, we want that. Yes, we're joining that motion. I think one has been filed.
You're going to join that motion? Correct. How much more video do you think can be collected? Obviously, it's video that could possibly tell more of this story, of this chase on foot between Tyre Nichols and the 5 officers, or at least 2 or 3 of those officers. Do we know if your client, Mr. Bean, was one of the officers chasing after Tyre Nichols on foot?
I apologize. I just can't hear the whole question. I'm sorry. Just say it one more time.
Do
I'm
we
getting
know
a lot of background.
If your client, Mr. Tadarrius Bean, is one of the officers possibly chasing Tyre Nichols on foot?
During the second scene. My client is on the second scene.
Right.
On his job.
But when going to the second scene, do we know if he's one of the officers chasing?
Not going to the second scene, but at the second scene, yes, he's doing his job.
Okay.
So
there's a suggestion that there's a connection somehow between Tyre Nichols and the officers involved, that they knew each other, and there was a reason why those officers might have wanted to inflict violence on Tyre Nichols. There are rumors. Can you comment on that?
I haven't seen anything to suggest any truth to any of that at all. Period. I haven't seen any of that.
What's your name, sir?
John Keith Perry.
John Keith Perry, and you represent Tadarrius Bean.
Yes, sir.
Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Do you mind if I grab you just for a second about... I'm Shimon from CNN.
Well, there you are. That was the attorney for Tadarrius Bean, and you know, the picture is building as to how this defense case for all 5 will be constructed. Clearly, you get a sense of every man for themselves, every man defending his own role in that particular situation. And he was talking about his client Tadarrius Bean, saying that essentially he wasn't an aggressive player. These are my words. In that.
What do y'all think about this? It's sad that he can't even do the interview because you got reckless niggas in the back. Can we clear that out? Because the dude that was drinking the water, he not need to be there. What is his purpose? There he is in the back. Y'all see him in the background? Since he want attention so bad, I guess he waiting for somebody to ask him something. Look, this nigga right here. Him. That's the one that was so disturbing the peace. You can even hear. But Dom said, old boy sound nervous. He needs to hire a press person to speak on his behalf. He about to blow his client case. Well, we'll see. Did y'all think that was a nice little clip? Was that interesting to y'all? Comment, let me know. Was it interesting? Maybe I can chop it up and put it on a big channel and let them have at that. What else going on here?
Beating scenario. The question.
That's a fool's errand. They need to focus on their jobs and not try and make themselves a victim. Seriously, a victim? What was their job that night? To arrest a young black man and beat him to death. If that's what they did, allegedly. Was that their job? Let's be frank. These same officers, this same unit, had been caught in a number of incidents like this, beating up people, dragging them out of cars, cursing at people. That's what this unit did. The only difference here is they went too far. They didn't know to stop the beatdown before they killed him. So I'm sorry. Yes, it's going to be a long process. Yes, there'll be a lot of discovery and more videotapes will come out. Understood. But here's the bottom line. If you want to change police behavior, you've got to change the law regulating police conduct. That's what you have to do. Here in the United States, we have a George Floyd law that's trying to get passed in Congress to make policing more fair and transparent. Can't get it out of Congress. So here's what I say. The state of Tennessee needs to take that law and adopt it so that all of us can start to be secure in our homes, secure in our lives. You shouldn't be subject to death because you, quote unquote, recklessly drove. Look at the way the officers approached him. As soon as the car stops, they're cursing at him, they're yelling at him, they're snatching him up. And he says to them, why are you guys doing all this to me? I mean, it's clear he doesn't know what's going on. And his reaction of running away, that was a natural human reaction. In his mind, understandably, these men were going to kill him or certainly cause him serious bodily harm. So he was doing what your adrenaline tells you to do, flight or fight. He didn't fight back. He never raised a hand against these cops. He was trying to get home to his mother, and they killed him for it. I'm sorry. This is an outrage. So yes, they have a right to a defense. Yes, they have a right to due process. Here's an interesting question. This case is going to be tried in Memphis. And I know Memphis is a predominantly African-American city now. So are they going to be willing to try this case before a jury of Memphis residents? Maybe that's why they're making these, I think, ridiculous public statements, wrapping themselves in the mantle of civil rights lawyers. That's what we do. That's not what criminal defense lawyers do when their officers are accused of killing an unarmed Black man, period.
Yeah, Randolph, really interesting that you mentioned that the two defense attorneys we just heard from there, quite surprising that they were willing to comment on camera at this stage. And as you say, portray these former police officers essentially as victims themselves. Jasmine, because of course,
had a mental health crisis in their homes. So that doesn't shock me. What shocks the public is that they're seeing it in real time. What happened to George Floyd, that's why they had that outrage and that outcry. Here, I think we're correct. It's not happening at the same level because the response of the local officials has been so different than anything I have ever seen in any part of this United States, in this country. It was quick, it was immediate, and it was definitive. And they released the videotape quickly so we could all see it. So I think that, as I say, what happened in Memphis and what is happening in Memphis is a blueprint. It's a model for how we should handle these cases in the future, because swift justice is still justice. Justice delayed is still justice denied.
now, Randolph, Jasmine, there is a bit of movement outside the courtroom. I will interrupt our interview and conversation when we hear from the family and from Ben Crump, their lawyer, very shortly. But just in the meantime, Jasmine, just further to what Randolph was saying there, you know, there's also in that body cam footage, it shows that when Tyre Nichols is lying on the ground, badly injured, clearly not well, no officer did a welfare check on him or offered him any aid. How much is that going to be further damning detail in this trial?
You know, as Professor McLaughlin pointed out, so much of this is cultural and endemic to policing in America. And, you know, just like he said, it's not shocking to him. It's not shocking to me. It's shocking to the public because they don't see these cases on a daily basis like we do. But I very commonly see these type of cases. We just don't always have cameras. And so what we often see in these cases where first there's this engaging in police brutality, then there's a failure to render medical aid.
You know what?
I think
why Donald Trump ain't speaking out on this? What are Republicans at? They always speak on everything else. I would love to know their thoughts on this. Why they don't speak out on this more? Can y'all give me an answer? Trump can talk about Rihanna, but he can't talk about that. I mean, he kept on going on and on about Rihanna. I just wanted to know.
That is going to add insult to injury when the jury ASS. I don't want to, you know, say that on camera. And then we also know that he lied and falsified information and evidence during the investigation. And so he needs to be charged with second-degree murder, just like these other officers have been charged. You know, I really want to go back because I've been working.
They're going to leave.
Ben, you're live on Sky News. Just very quickly, we'll watch your news conference. What did you think of this morning's events, the not guilty pleas?
Yeah, like this people, man.
What do you think? What do you think?
I told you, he's tough, man. I think, as Rovon said before, she got to this courtroom. She came here because she wanted them to look her in her face. And none of them had the courage to look her in her face. We'll talk at the press conference.
Ben Crump. The lawyer for the family of Tyre Nichols, you heard him there. The mother's challenge today was look me in the eye to these 5 individuals accused of murdering her son.
I like
None
him.
of them, as you heard Ben Crump said.
This host right here, I like him. I like his feel.
He's a man. He's the family, the lawyer for the family. A man often described as the Attorney General of Black America. You might recognise him from the cases of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and others. The family are going to hold a news conference, as he said, in about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll bring that to you live. We're on floor 5 of Shelby Courthouse. That will be outside downstairs, and we will hear from Rodney and from Rovon, the parents of Tyre Nichols, the parents who were yards from him as he was beaten to death. He was trying to get to his mother's home, and the last words we heard from Tyre Nichols were his shouts, 3 shouts for his mum. And, you know, that's the reason that she has not been able to watch the video of her son's death. Let's keep an eye on that door just now. That's where the family are with their lawyers. They'll come out and expand on their thoughts about what was quite a highly charged court hearing. It lasted around 10, 15 minutes, but significant in terms of criminal justice, because these 5 individuals were entering their not guilty pleas. But just in terms of the interaction, it was significant, hugely significant for the family, of course. For the first time, they were in the same room with the 5 individuals accused of murdering their son. There is some movement behind those as the family.
As she sees it, in Tyre Nichols' mother, who we expect to hear from very shortly as well. She is there, and of course, very upsetting detail from this case where Tyre Nichols was heard shouting for his mother.
All of these rumors that are out there in the social media world. The family is dealing with enough grieving the death of Tyre and their brave fight for justice than to have to deal with all these salacious rumors. I know in George Floyd, they had to deal with them talking about Chauvin knew somebody who George Floyd knew, and that was the reason he kept his knee on his neck. And then in Botham Jean's case, who was killed in the apartment by the white policewoman, they alleged that they were having some kind of affair, which all were bogus and untrue. And just like with Tyre Nichols, all these rumors that are circulating are bogus and untrue, because we have the text messages. The prosecutors have been able to verify exactly who those pictures were sent to. And so what we want to remain laser focused on is getting justice for Tyre Nichols and being able to define the legacy of Tyre Nichols. And the people who are most appropriate to do that is his mother and their family. So you're going to hear from Rodney Wells, and then we're going to introduce Miss Rovon Wells to talk about how they felt and why they had to be here today for this arraignment of the former Memphis police officers who are charged with murdering Tyre Nichols. And I think it's important to note that even though we want everybody to get due process, we are champions for equal justice and due process. But as Police Chief Davis said, Judge Doyce, it's important that we take swift action. It's important that we move swiftly towards justice. So we don't want there to be any unnecessary delays in prosecuting this case with respect to everybody having their day in court. Those officers get to have their day in court, but my guy, Rovon Wells and Rodney Wells, get to have their day in court, and we don't want this to be forever. We got video. When people in our community do something on video, it don't take a long time to prosecute them, right, Attorney Turner?
That's right.
It don't take a long time. And so, first you will hear from Mr. Rodney Wells, the father of Tyre Nichols.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rodney Wells. I had to be here today to make sure that justice gets done for our son. This is a glorious day. This is the beginning of the process. So, the statement's going to be very short, and I'm just glad to be here. Our family's glad to be here, and I appreciate everybody coming out.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. And now you will hear from Tyre's mother, Miss Rovon Wells.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. As my husband stated, this is the beginning of the process. We're going to be here at every court date so that they can know that we're here. They need to, I don't know, I feel, it's funny because I feel very numb right now. I feel very numb, and I'm waiting for this nightmare, basically, that I'm going through right now. I'm waiting for somebody to wake me up, right? I'm really waiting for somebody to wake me up. But I also know that's not going to happen, okay? I know my son is gone. I know I'll never see him again. But we have to start this process of justice right now. And I want each and every one of those police officers to be able to look me in the face. They haven't done that yet. They couldn't even do that today. They didn't even have the courage to look at me in my face after what they did to my son. So they're gonna see me at every court date, everyone.
Exactly.
And until we get justice for my son.
Amen. Hello.
And so, yes.
And note the choice of words that Rovon used. As she told Judge Dorsey and us, they didn't have the courage to look me in my face. Not dignity to look me in my face, because when you look at the video, there was no dignity there. But they didn't even have the courage to look at her in her face, and that's what she came to the courtroom to see today. Them look her in her face, eye to eye. How could you do this to my son?
And they didn't.
Okay.
What did you
No. Wait. Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
I
All right.
love
We'll
how
take a
Ben
few
Crump
questions.
is, baby.
What did you think when you heard the words?
Ben Crump.
Not guilty.
Well,
Did y'all
sir,
see that? Big Crump put the hand up to the nigga face. Hold up now. I love how Ben Crump, he say, oh, now I don't care about that Gucci scarf that Ben Crump got. I don't care for him wearing that Gucci. I think he should be wearing like a black designer. You know what I'm saying? Not no European. Leave all that Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all that bullshit. Leave alone. Stay black. I ain't that pro-black now. But I just think for him and his brand, I don't know, Gucci throws me off. But what do y'all think about that? Comment, let me know below. I just want to let you guys, I want to talk, and I just want to see what you guys have to say about this. Do you think I should bring this to my main channel? Do y'all think I should go live on a main channel tonight? Comment, let me know. Press 1 if you think I should go live on a main channel. Press 2, maybe not. I was going to give it a break today, honestly. I really was. If I go live, oh, shit. Now, I do have another YouTube channel that I would love for y'all to come over and support. I'm going to be talking about Chris Brown on that other channel. Let me look for it in the thing so I can, what's it called? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. Don't you go. Let me. I gotta show you something real quick. Let me show you something. What is it called? 2343 Gossip Street? Gossip Street, is that what it is? You know, I got so many YouTube channels, I don't even know the names. That's how bad it is. I don't know the names of them. It's so many, I can't keep up. Do y'all know the name of that YouTube channel that I got? It got some numbers in Gossip Street. What the fuck? What is it? Lord, I can't find it. Dime, do you know it? Do you know that? What is it? 32. God damn. I'm up here looking for it too. And I can't. I cannot find it. I can't find it. Well, how about this? How about this? I'm mad I can't. Man. So here it is. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Help me. Help me. Dime, I thought you would just know. I don't even know about the one at all. Dime. Lord have mercy. We got to get it together, folks. What is it? 3243 Gossip Street. Remind me of Elm Street. Damn, what? Okay, what I got on there? Oh, I know what I got on there. That Kylie Jenner shit. Or am I getting it confused? Nah, that's how you doing. That ain't it. Okay, Dom told me this would happen. Dom say all the motherfucking channels you got, you gonna get your ass confused. You gonna start talking on one and don't even realize you supposed to be on the other one. Shit, you might be right. Okay, here we go. But you know what? It's a learning experience, ain't it? I ain't never did no shit like this before. You know, it's a learning experience, doing the learning curve. Okay, so please, if you guys can support this channel, 3243 Gossip Street. I will be going live on there at 3:30 p.m. and I'm going to be talking about Chris Brown. Now, I want to let you guys know, on this Gossip Street, I will be trolling. So I talked about Chris Brown on my main channel. And it's so many people that are they just want everybody. I see that comment, Dom. I told you, you sure did. But you, Dom, you know I'm hard-headed. You know I'm going to do what I want to do. Okay? Okay, so it's so many people that is in support of Chris Brown. I'm not, but they are. So I'm going to troll on that. I'm going to come up defending Chris Brown. And I'm going to just say some ridiculous shit just because. Oh, my God. It's just so irritating, you know, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So feel free to to weigh in, cuss me out over there. I think I'm going to make that channel the second Molly. I think I'm going to make it the second Molly. Okay? The second Molly. But yeah, I will put the link below so you guys can check it out. If you have time, you know, I don't want to overbearing y'all. All right, well, I'm going to get on out of here. I thank you guys for supporting, for being here. You know, we just starting off, you know, it feels special, you know. Can you imagine? Hopefully later this year, you know, we have done some damage on these streets, okay? But, you know, it's just starting out. This is what, day 2, day 3, day 4? Drop them capes. Listen. I didn't call it drop them capes. I called it drop them cakes, drop them draws. somebody said, what's your other YouTube channel? I said, Drop Them Draws. And I said, oh shit, not, I didn't mean that. I meant Drop Them Capes. I don't know what, Drop Them Draws. Drop Them Draws. Shit, that sounded interesting. Drop Them Draws. You know I'm silly. Okay, well, let me get on out of here. I thank you. I appreciate that. And remember, I'm going to be trolling over at 3243 Gossip Street as a mammy. The reason why I'm trolling as a mammy, because on the main page and all these blogs, everybody wants to forgive Chris Brown. Everybody is pretty much saying, let it go. Who cares? So I'm going to pretty much give them what they want. Because me coming against them and saying how I really feel, it ain't going to do no good, you know. They just going to end up not viewing my shit. And I want their views, okay? Shit, I'm struggling over there in that new channel. Shit, I need something, goddamn it. All right, well, I'm on out of here, so look forward to me going on Chris Brown, drag Kaylee on that motherfucking show and acting a damn fool. I will be cussing a lot. I'm going to act a nut. When I tell you, you're going to be so embarrassed. Yes, you are. You're going to be embarrassed. Like, who the fuck? Why am I supporting this motherfucker? Just remember, it's Molly. It's Molly on the motherfucking mic, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead on. I love y'all. Bye. DJ, turn me up. Get me on out of here.